Good morning, boys and girls, or good afternoon, boys and girls, depends on when you're going to view this. But I'm Dcn Jerry, and I'm here to read some stories to you. Most of them will be about God, of course. We'll have some Bible stories, and we'll have some from storybooks. But I want you all to be comfortable and gather around and listen to the stories, because I think you'll like them. The first one we're going to look at today is from the book of Genesis in the scriptures, and it's going to be about the creation story. So give me your thoughts sometime when you see me after the recording. I'd be interested to see what you think. So here we go. Have you ever wondered how this beautiful universe came into being? This creation story is what you need to look back in time. In the beginning, there was nothing. Can you imagine? There was no time, no light, no darkness. Nothing existed but God himself. Then God decided to bring forth his power. And on the first day, God created the heavens and the earth. But the earth had no form. So God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Can you imagine? It was almost like turning a light switch on in your room at night, and there was light all over the world. And that is how night and day were born. On the second day, God created all the oceans, the lakes and rivers, just like the bay here in Green Bay and the Fox River. And on the third day, God commanded dry land to appear on the earth. Soon God created all the beautiful trees and plants you see today. Then came forth the fourth day, and God filled the sky with the sun, the moon, and countless stars. You ever sit at night and try to count the stars? Oh, there are so many in the sky. But there was more to come. On the fifth day, God breathed his life into the waters and created the sea creatures. Remember, my favorite is the octopus. And all the other creatures, I'm sure you have some special ones that live in the water too. He also created all the beautiful birds on the fifth day. And I know at my house I have a birdhouse, and I watch the little wrens as they enter the birdhouse and have their little ones. Next, God called forth the living beings, animals of all shapes and sizes. Maybe you have a dog or a cat. And just think, they were created by God. And they were created to fill the earth on the sixth day. Reptiles, insects, and animals now call earth their home. All those little ants that are busy out there, we see scurrying around, collecting food and that for their mound. God even made them. God also created the first humans, and their names were Adam and Eve. On the sixth day of creation, now that the earth was ready and buzzing with life, God declared the seventh day as the day of rest. This is a perfect Old Testament Bible story, and it tells us about how we should keep holy the Sabbath. And we as Catholics go to Mass on Sunday for Holy the Sabbath. We set it aside for the family so we can all be together. Isn't that beautiful that God created all of the things and you and I both? And let's look at Adam and Eve a little bit better. After God had created the heaven and earth, he filled it with life of all kind. He decided to create humans, and he created them in his image. Can you imagine? All of us are created in the image of God. So God took some clay and molded it into shape of man. Then God breathed into the clay and man and gave it life. Soon the man opened his eyes and saw the wonder that was heaven. God named the first man Adam. God loved Adam very much, just like he loves you very much, and created a beautiful garden for him. And it was called the Garden of Eden, and that was Adam's home. But God saw that Adam was lonely and needed company. So he took a rib from Adam and created a beautiful woman. He called her Eve. Oh, what a great thing that was. We now had a boy and a girl. Now, Adam and Eve were very happy in their beautiful home. They had all that they could ever need. All the beauty of God's creation was theirs. But God forbid them from eating the fruit from a tree in the middle of the garden. It was called the tree of knowledge, often called also the tree of life. But Satan, you know who Satan is, the devil, did not like this happy family. So he took on the form of a snake. I'm scared of snakes. I don't know if you are, but I am. I think it reminds me of the devil, that's why. He called Eve and tempted her to eat the fruit of knowledge from that tree. Eve could not resist the temptation of the devil, and along with Adam took a bite of the forbidden fruit. Soon everything changed. Adam and Eve were no longer the happy and carefree souls. God was very sad, sad that his children had disobeyed him. But he could not stop the consequences, so he told them, now you have to suffer. You'll have to earn your living and live in pain. Nothing will come easy for you, and one day you'll die. This is one of the best little stories because if you think about it, it teaches us a lesson. The lesson that we are taught is we should always, always obey God's laws. I also have a book here that I brought with me, and it's called Before I Was Me. I hope you can see the book. And I'm going to read from this book. It was written by my good friend named Frank Fraser. He worked with my wife at Disney, and he created a lot of the Disney pictures and things like that that they use in the movies. And the book is about, it says, Before I Was Me. Oh, wow. And it's about before we were born. And we were just there waiting for God to create us and send us home to our moms. Before I was me, when I still was with God, I asked him, who will I become? Oh my goodness, I'm sure that was very important. They were thinking, you and I were thinking about who we would become. Oh, my little one, God said, I have great plans for you. I have chosen you to be a very important person whom I will always love. Isn't that great? We can always remember that God always loves us, no matter what happens to us. God's words filled me with joy. I was going to become a very important person. In an instant, I knew I would become an astronaut. Oh, wouldn't you like to be an astronaut? They are very important because they are the only people who go off to work in a rocket. Can you imagine driving by everybody in your rocket going to work? How exciting that would be. Every morning I will go off to work on Mars. It takes a long time to get there, so I will stop halfway for some milk and cookies. Oh, we all like milk and cookies, right? How will you get these cookies? Whispered God in my ear. Oh, I don't know. Who could help me? A baker, suggested God. Oh, well, then I will become a baker. They are very important because they make all the yummy treats everyone wants. Oh, wow. My grandfather was a baker, and he used to make the coolest things. And my father-in-law was a baker too when I was little. Oh, we all know how good those things taste. I will bake day and night until the whole world knows me and my treats. I will pour and splash and mix and whip delicious ingredients that every customer loves. How will you get these delicious ingredients? Whispered God in my ear. I don't know. Who could help me? A farmer, suggested God. Oh, then maybe I should become a farmer. They are very important because they grow food for hungry people around the world. And you know how all of the stuff, especially at the marketplace, we go and see all of the vegetables and fruits that they bring. I will drive a big tractor and water plants when they're thirsty. I will need others to help me unless, of course, they get sick. Then I will help them. How will you know how to take care of the sick? Whispered God in my ear. Oh, I really don't know that one. Who could help me with that, dear God? A doctor, suggested God. Oh, wow. Well, that's a great idea. Maybe I'll become a doctor. They are very important because they know just what to do to make everybody healthy. Oh, I know I have to go to the doctor a lot at my age. Maybe you have to go once in a while too to help you get better, right? I will know all about our bodies. If something is in the wrong place or not working, I will use bandages, lotions, and medicines with long names to fix it. How will you get so smart? Whispered God in my ear. Oh, that I never thought about that. I don't know who could help me with that, God. God said a teacher. Oh, then maybe I'll become a teacher. I will teach everyone how to do things they never thought that they could do. And if someone struggles, I will give her a hug and say, that's okay. Okay, let's try again. How will you get so patient, helpful, and kind? Whispered God in my ear. Oh, I don't know. Who can help me and teach me how to be helpful, patient, and kind? Parents, suggested God. Oh, that would be great. Then I'll become a parent. They are very important because they do the special things that make lives happy and safe. Just think of all that your mom and dad do for you. I know I always had nice parents and they took care of me, and I'm sure yours take care of you. I will have an endless supply of hugs. I will do the right thing even when I'm grouchy, and I will help around the house, even if it's not mine. How will you? God hesitated and stroked his beard. How will you be a parent? Parents can only be parents if they have a child. Oh, then I guess I'll become a child. They are very important because I shrugged and looked up at God. Just what do parents do? His eyes smiled deeply into mine. It's not what they do, it's who they are that makes them important. You see, a child is love. My love, beamed God. A child is love. Then I definitely want to become a child. When do I start? God chuckled. My child, you have already started, and you are just a moment away from being given to your mother and father. God's words overwhelmed me with joy. But I was with my parents. Where would he be? God's answer came quickly. Don't be afraid, little one. Just listen to your heart, and you will always know I am with you always. I felt his warm, sweet breath, and he kissed me, I became me. Isn't that wonderful? You became yourself out of the love of God, and you're so special to him. So that's only stories for today, but I hope you tune in again for the next time when we get together and we hear some more stories. Have a good day and go give mom and dad a big hug and kiss. Show them how much you love them. And I love you too. Bye now.